Hello, my little story explorers. Have you ever told a tiny fib? Just a super small one? Maybe you said you didn't eat the last cookie, but deep down, you know you did. How does your tummy feel when you keep a little secret like that? Today, we're going on an adventure to a green, green hill where a boy watched his sheep. It's a story about trust and how important our honest words truly are. Let's sprinkle some magic and begin our tale right now. Once upon a time, high up on a breezy green hill, lived a boy named Leo. Leo was a shepherd boy, which meant he looked after a big flock of fluffy white sheep. Ba ba. The sheep loved to munch on the fresh, juicy grass all day long. Leo had to make sure no sneaky wolves came to bother his woolly friends. Watching sheep all day could sometimes feel a little quiet and even a bit boring for Leo. He wished something exciting would happen, something really fun and surprising. One sunny morning, as Leo sat on a big rock, a mischievous idea popped into his head. He looked down at the peaceful village below, where people were busy working. He thought with a grin. I wonder if I could make everyone run really fast. It was a silly, sparkly thought that made his eyes twinkle with a playful mischief. He imagined the villagers dropping everything and rushing up the hill. Oh, what a funny sight that would be, he chuckled to himself, feeling quite clever. Taking a deep breath, Leo cupped his hands around his mouth and shouted at the top of his voice, "Wolf! Wolf! Help! A big, scary wolf is after my sheep. Help! Help!" he cried out. His voice bounced off the hills and zoomed all the way down to the village below. The kind villagers heard his screams and dropped their tools right away. They grabbed their sticks and bravely rushed up the steep hill to help poor Leo. Puff, puff, huff, huff. They ran as fast as their legs could carry them. When the villagers finally reached the top, they were out of breath and looked around nervously. "Where is the wolf, Leo? Are your sheep safe?" they asked, their eyes searching. But there was no wolf. Not even a tiny shadow of one. Only Leo giggling, holding his tummy. "Ha ha! It was a joke. You all ran so fast for nothing." Leo laughed, pointing at them. The villagers felt tired and a little bit foolish. They had been tricked by the playful boy. "Please, Leo," they said, "don't play tricks like that. It's not very kind." But Leo didn't really listen. A few days later, he felt bored all over again. "This is so quiet," he thought. "I know. I'll do it one more time." So Leo took another big breath and shouted even louder. "Wolf! Wolf! Really, it's a real wolf!" Again, the villagers heard his cries, and though they felt a bit wary, they still ran to help. Their kind hearts told them they must go, just in case a wolf was truly there this time. Up they climbed again, their legs aching, hoping to save Leo and his sheep. And what did they find at the top of the hill? Yes, you guessed it. No wolf at all. Just Leo, rolling on the grass, laughing and pointing at their red, tired faces. The villagers were not happy this time. Their smiles were gone, replaced by frowns. "Leo," they said sadly, "we work hard. Your games are making us very tired." They felt a big lump of disappointment in their chests. They walked back down slowly. "He won't fool us again," they whispered to each other, feeling quite annoyed. Then, one breezy afternoon, as Leo was humming a tune, a shadow moved in the bushes. His heart skipped a beat. A pair of glowing eyes stared out from the trees. It wasn't a joke this time. A big, furry grey wolf was really there, looking at his sheep. "Oh no!" Leo gasped, his voice caught in his throat. This was really, really scary. "Wolf! Wolf! Help! A real wolf is here! Please, help me!" he screamed as loud as he could. He yelled and yelled, hoping someone, anyone, would hear his truly frightened voice. But this time, no one came running. The village below was quiet and still. The people heard Leo's shouts, but they just shook their heads and sighed. "He's just playing tricks again," they said, turning back to their work. They thought Leo was still trying to be funny and didn't believe his scared voice. Leo watched sadly as the wolf came closer to his precious fluffy sheep. He felt a big, sad lump in his throat. No one believed him when he truly needed help. Leo learned a very important lesson that day. His tummy felt heavy with regret. When we don't tell the truth, even little fibs, people find it hard to trust us later. Like when you promise to tidy your toys, but then you don't, and mommy feels sad. Our words are like little bridges. When we are honest, those bridges are strong and bright. When we make up stories, the bridges get wobbly, and people can't cross them easily. Leo wished he could go back and always tell the honest truth to his kind neighbors. Do you remember a time when you told the truth, even when it was a bit hard? Like saying, "Yes, I accidentally spilled the juice," instead of saying, "I don't know who did it." How did your heart feel after you said what was truly real and honest? That good, brave feeling is your inner superpower of truth. It makes you shine so bright. You already have this amazing strength inside you, just like magic. Using your honest superpower helps everyone feel safe and loved and happy around you. So, my little stars, remember Leo and his sheep on the green, green hill. Always choose to let your honest words shine, like tiny twinkling lights. When you speak the truth, you build strong bridges of trust between you and your friends. You make the world a more beautiful, safe, and wonderful place for everyone. Keep your inner light of truth always glowing, always bright and true. And that, my dear ones, is the most wonderful magic of all. Be good, be true. As you reflect on what we shared today, notice how the insights are already settling within you. And know that the next time we meet, even deeper clarity of the topic will be waiting for you.